So let's do an update. And when we do an update here, we are going to try and actually throw a new exception, just to try that out as one of our fields here as well. So first of all, what do I want to do? Well, first let's figure out if there's actually even this customer exists in database. So I'll say customer from DB, meaning that I just want to try and grab the customer that I want to update. Notice this is not a real customer object from a database. This is a customer object coming from somebody in the UI, so I don't know what it actually is. I just know that it has to uphold the customer fields, right? But let's try and see if we can actually find that customer's ID inside the database, or if it even exists. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get the customer here by using our beautiful function we built earlier, the get function, and then sending in the ID. Now there should be a customer here from the actual database, but let's do a validation of that. If customer from database equals null. So if I didn't find the customer, there's something wrong. And let's just throw an exception here, just to try and show you that. So I won't use that one. I'll just do a new throw here. So throw new invalid operation exception. Let's just use that one. There's so many to pick from. You can make your own as well. So I want to kind of here explain to people that the customer didn't exist. So I'm going to, inside the invalid operation exception, I'm going to just write to whoever gets this exception. I'm just going to write customer not found, like this. Now this is stuff that I feel we should move lower down into the database, but right now let's just keep it here just to show you guys how we can actually use exceptions. So in the end we found the customer if we didn't get in here and we didn't throw an exception. What do we need to do next? Well, we need to take the customer from the database and update with all of the values that the customer has right now. So we'll do customer from DB dot first name equals cust dot first name, right? Then we'll do customer from DB last name, etc. here. So let me just populate these. So now they're all in there, and normally what you would do if this was a database system, I would end up doing something like a save or something. So customer DB save, something like that. But right now, because it's in memory, right as soon as I hit this line, it'll actually be set in the actual fake database, right? So now we're done. And what we need to do in the end is, of course, we explain to the system we're going to return the customer from the DB here. So there we go. Now we have the customer back up there. So that's actually the update. And again, we could start discussing we should probably wrap this guy in a new customer so we couldn't again manipulate the customer in the database directly from the UI. But most of this will only be a problem as long as we have in-memory stuff like with a list. So let's not worry about that right now. Let's just continue our jobs here, and actually now the full CRUD functionality is implemented. So now let's try and start using it and see how far we can get. See you next time.